eso na UN Secretary General Antonio Wobamanie said the nyoma ekono enkana se na sentemo no oku ana center wantawa yado so paye wo man no emu ne senti ho abehia se aman akadifo ene mpanifo de wo manan ebesi fomo na waye bibi de afa ho. Ensem no ebika we ho na magibra me de esomo se enwume no nsia kase ebo wo CTV Ghana's #1 eso no manye no waki eni medin enwumre me ne ochiame me mamoajo. Beda say afi say na ensem no emu entremo no SCM na Gavi Global Health Summit jumede bi ekoso ewo eye Belgium mine emu na Ghana Manpenis Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekobie ekokasa ye ewo jumede no ase wabra Manpeni John Dramani Mahama ekasa no odi tudwa said there were mine eko ya nioma eko ye kakakra ede ama o my Ghana no ene yebedu 2030 ne de o my Ghana yebetumi ate ye ho ede free eye Gavi eko no emukase no ede emu entremu esomo. Manpeni John Dramani Mahama ne ni so ede chwe Gavi wo ejumapa ene ejumaso na wo mo ebo ede ebo omanfo binum enkwa eho eban wo kire mu se embofra dodo na wo ewiase afana ya wo my Ghana eka ho bie no ye kase no wo mo enyini fefefe ya wo mo apomudin ejina ne naso.
Thank you very much. In the interest of time, let me proceed on established protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for me, the issue of vaccines is deeply personal. And that is because when I was growing up, one of my younger brothers was affected by polio. He was crippled. He lived with the stigma of his disability for many years. And eventually he was driven into depression and became an alcoholic. And he died from alcohol poisoning. I'm to look after the 2 children he left behind. And so I understand what life-saving vaccines are. The rest of us who grew up healthy and are here today were the lucky ones. And we grew up in a period where access to vaccines was close to zero in our part of Africa. Today, Gavi has changed all that and giving hope to millions of children. Across the world, many children are growing up to become responsible citizens of their communities because their lives were saved by Gavi's immunization. In Ghana, we're proud to be partners with Gavi, and I'm proud to say that in partnership with Gavi, Ghana has achieved 97% immunization coverage. But it means that another 3% is missing. And we're working hard to find those 65,000 children who are in remote areas that are difficult to reach. And I know that working with Gavi, we will be able to find those children and also give them the life-saving vaccines.
Manpeni John Dramani Mahama etwaso editudwa se wo my Ghana yenya wo manya ye wosika bebre ne mom no ye lower middle income country a ye ka vaccine ho nsem a natural say yetimi invest $67 million e wo vaccines ahodo mu wo emfie kakra entemo ya wo kire se Gavi enso ebo ye chidom papa.
Proud to say that over the recent years we spent almost $67 million on vaccines in partnership with Gavi. One of my first decisions as president was to uncap our national health insurance. The previous government had put a cap on the statutory fund of the National Health Insurance. So excess funding above a certain percentage of the budget went back into the consolidated fund. By uncapping the National Health Insurance, we've been able to give the insurance fund more than 3.5 billion cedis more. And so this has enabled the Health Insurance Fund that puts up the funding for our partnership with Gavi to be able to front load $20 million for our co-finance partnership with Gavi this year. So on behalf of the children, I want to say thank you to Gavi. We are hoping that we'll fast track our weaning of Gavi by 2030. We're supposed to go off Gavi funding by 2030. And it's my expectation that we'll work hard to be like Indonesia and in future become a donor country to Gavi.
Yentwa ensem so na yenkwa yenimom na Interior Minister Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak ebo amane se wafimpi mienu ene edweninu mimu no holidays ya na se efofida ye wo mo no eye mako edu ena wo kiremu a ede fittle ene id adhade anya de se ka ho esan se wo mo calendar no eye soronku ye no chief imam ena wodesa eda no ebeba na wo kiremu ese e ade se aban no so no ayensan kakra e wo holidays no bi ehu.
In doing this, I just want to say that we have looked at the number of holidays that we had, and we've gone through them. And as a new government, having in mind some of the promises that we made with regards to the holidays, have restructured the holidays to take away those that, in our view, were controversial, so that we keep those that, as a country, we are unanimous and rallied around. Speaker, we are keeping 1st January as New Year Day, 7th January as Constitutional Day, 6th March as Independence Day, March or April for Good Friday for our Christian brothers, March or April as for Easter Monday for our Christian brothers, 1st May as Labor Day, 1st July as Republic Day. It was pushed to commemorate it. We believe that this is a very significant day in the life of Ghana that we should not just relegate to the background. And therefore, we are bringing it back as a full holiday. And we believe that as a country, we are united around the 1st July. The 21st, we've taken out the 4th August as the then being termed as Founders Day, because we believe that as a country we are not unanimous around it, and it serves as a divisive day for us as Ghanaians. So we've taken that out, and we have maintained the 21st September, and now we term that as the Founders Day, which is the date of birth or the birthday of Osadifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of our country, the one who led us into independence.
Interior Minister Onimonyamfo Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak ede atudwa se afempi mienu ene edununu bi mu no na kire se afofida announce statutory public holidays ye wo mu no eye mako edu enan wo kire se ede ofittle ene ede adhade empempi no eye na esesa wo lunar calendar no eso ne senti se breno so a office of the chief imam ena wode enon ebeba abetudwa.
Mr. Speaker, there's no doubt in our country, yes, we know that there's no way you can say you go to a fight and you say you carry the fight alone. You may have other commanders, other generals, but the main person who leads you usually will take the credit for all of you. Just as if there's a fall, the person will take the fall for all of you. So I believe that it is Ghanaians are unanimous around the 21st September, which is the birthday of Osadifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Then we have 1st February for our farmers as Farmers Day, and then we have 1st Friday in December as Farmers Day, and then we have 25th December as Christmas Day for our Christian brothers. Then 26th December as Boxing Day for our Christian brothers and sisters. Then we have the date Eid al-Fitr, which is a lunar date, sometimes it varies. So that is for our Muslim community. And then we have the Shad Day, which we are introducing. That's an additional day for our Muslim community, which is a day after the Eid al-Fitr. Then we have the Eid al-Adha, which is also lunar. And so, Mr. Speaker, when you add this, you will see that our number of holidays become 14.
Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire aka won bomo edi dwuma bi se beye na enyinamonkane ahonsem ebetumi afa ne ntamapa efra ewa ebibrem atoye ya wo my Ghana enso eka ho ebiem na Chief Executive Officer Emma Ghana Grid Company engineer Mark Ba wakasaye ewa dwumade no ase ehra se ehyemude no ehyemude bi a ebeboa pa ama wo my Ghana enyinamonkane no etumi egina so. Wabra engineer ba ekasa ewo dwumadi na se no wadi tudwa se beye na enyinamonkania ebegina ne naso ewo ebibrem atoye enti na West Africa na se ECOWAS mpenifo ehweye edi dwumadi ehhehye so wo kire se we no betumi aboa pa ama enyinamonkania etumi egina so na nensem ya wadi tudwa no ebini
330 kV Cote d'Ivoire Ghana Reinforcement Interconnection Project forms part of the West African Power Pool, coastal power transmission backbone, meant to interconnect the electricity networks of Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria. This interconnection was identified as a priority project in the ECOWAS Master Plan for the development of regional power generation and transmission infrastructure 2019-2033, adopted by the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Governments on December 22nd, 2018, during its 54th ordinary session. The study of the Regional Master Plan shows that with the implementation of the regional electricity market, which is expected to strengthen electricity trade between countries in the West African sub-region, the capacity of the existing interconnection will constitute a bottleneck for trade.
Wakasawiye ye na Chief Director Emma Ministry of Energy and Green Transition Ora Solomon Ajete Sowa enso editu dwa se mpo ye technical validation ye to nchen a asoye no ehwe edensha papa egwa kwemu ahwese yonkofai ebetumi akoye na nneamemu ada ho na afensu no yenye gidie mapa ewo mu.
It is my pleasure on behalf of the Minister for Energy and Green Transition to welcome you all to this important meeting. We are truly delighted to host you today as we gather to take a decisive step forward in our shared vision for regional energy integration. Today's agenda marks a significant milestone. The feasibility study that will be presented to us is a result of months of rigorous analysis, collaboration, and technical diligence. Its conclusions will guide our collective decision-making as we move toward the realization of a strategic interconnection project that holds great promise for our countries and our people. Ladies and gentlemen, beyond the technical validation, we are also here to formalize our commitment through the signing of legal instruments that will establish a robust framework for cooperation. This framework will not only facilitate the implementation of the project, but also ensure that our collaboration is grounded in mutual trust, transparency, and shared responsibility.
Yentwa ensem no so na yenkoye nimu na se beye na wona wɔn nso de nnade de dwuma no wɔn nso adwuma no ebetumi akɔ n'anim na de mfaso papa de abrɛ wɔn man nti na beto dwa sɛ Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation wɔn ne dealers and scrap dealers association of Ghana afei so steel buyers wɔn aka wɔn ho abom de stakeholders forum bi ahyehyɛ so wɔ man yi mu. Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation at the Stakeholders Forum be asosho na one Scrap Dealers Association of Ghana and steel buyers and our account who bomo at the Stakeholders Forum me at the successful watch us say one more extra kwanya obefa so na enade ho adwuma ebetumi akona ni mo ewo man no emu. A Chief Executive Officer Emma Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation Onomonya for William Akofo Dete ene exemption for ekasa ye emfaso de ene hia se wo be stakeholders forum yi omo sisa na de go make scrap dealers and so who scrap dealers are omo ya adwumakuo bi a omo hu hia pa omo hu hia ma oman no na adwuma no so omo ye no esombo pa na bretintin ni omo ya adwuma no akwesa aban eni omo so enti aban hwe omo aban ka asem bia enkyere omo enti wo sore nda na so koye scrap dealer na woko ebasa akura mpempi yenya report yehu wo TV so omuso nkrofo we omo ya kromfo but na ntesa ebi kura se o omo se ya ade ebinom se omo adwuma omo ye mra bia mo ho ban enne yakọ Ghana fana nyina ene omo ye se adwuma ne nyina akwa akodi enhyiamu aka akire omo so omo adwuma no aban ehu adwuma no omo ye no wosie hummo a omo ede boa oman no ama yesi industry no etumpon enti aban pese omo tumikrata no beboa omo ama omo ankasa agi atumu se omo ye adwuma ehia eto da bi kura na so omo de ndema no kura ba police ni timi hye omo wa hu se tumikrata bia na so nti na sebi akoye se sikagie bi kura abam omo complain sa bebre eto da nso kura na so omo ne na mo sesa ade na se de bi di kai no obi tumi ba ozi na we num zo omu firi he omu wiawi ade enam so omu ni tumi krata enti enne ye no omu nyina hia wo mamu no enne dai ene ye frem panfo no omu da no so omu mra office ha sei na djuma di a ye pese ye di sa ban pese omu tumi krata no ye no omu antwetwe ho nkobo enti hia mo ye hia ande no akoye se ye ne scrap dealers no ene sebi omu to scrap no ankasa no ye frɛ omu e wo omu bai and the B5 for paying for Nina or more than companies, no more on Baha, no Ferro Fabrics or Mobaha, Rider Steel or Mobaha, or Modos maybe or Moya Association, and or more you or more association paying for no, Amo Abba. And the Abba be doing Coma, Sebi Ocean Common so ye dear, no, a coye pa, a year in GSM Amo Bia say, a woman said, Bibia or Nebre, Baby, and the Brasson, Sa Bans were more Juma or more. Obemo mutumi krata omdebe ye adwuma ma hu sem komodium no omo ni age enti ya sha ase efrisa abre enche ye keka nsem we nyina abom na ye de akwa akoto minister nanim abo no nso omo aye hu adwuma ni ye pagya de akwa akoto parliament ama parliament aye mbra na kyerese nne ubehu so obi enam na so sesa na de a wontumi sebi emfa asem bi a emfata enkoka nkyere no. Enyimre no nsia kase bo na wenigu so a wo hye e wo CTV Ghana's #1 so no follow yen e wo Facebook ne so at my CTVGH o like ya na we pian share no so e de ama wo bi na wono so enya bi ahwe ento ansem ne so na yenko enimo e wo ensem fufro emum na enche ye bia na Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association wamo etuan e wo man no emu na wo nsem tenten ene ne tewa nyina ene se wamo e the condition of services bi e de ato aban nanimo na so nya de se aban no aye e de ama wo ne senti e na wamo etuan no na ebeto dwa se anka ne de yi e na anka wone eye Parliamentary Select Committee on Health wamo ebehia na de wo hobia wamo aka na so wamo ebo amane kyerɛ sɛ mpanifobia ɛsɛsɛ wɔtena meeting na sɛ nhyemude mu no na kyerɛ sɛ wamo eni hɔ ne senti no watu ɛyɛ meeting no ɛde akɔdwula ebosom de ɛtɔ so edu Once I'm sure for Shimwase and a Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, HRS and Shimu, Yanka, Wayese, Wane, Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, Ebert Nasie, na Wamo Akasa Nasa Westin Kunya, no, and Kebeya June Bosme de Tosso, Edwinu Enciano. Say, Wamo Etu Asanso Asheda, I watch as a Julia Bosme de Tosso Edu, and a Wamo Ebert Nasie, Nina NSA, Empeniphobia, SSA, Watsana, a meeting, Adansa Shimudia Munumu, na Utumi Ekasano, Sampenifo na nyade se womo ewo ho ne se hunti e na watwe ebre no akwatwi no. Na President Emma Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association Perpetual Ofuri Ampofu ensemo a wadi tudwa no ebini
of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health and the pleas of the good people of Ghana, especially our patients. The press briefing today seeks to inform the general public and the nursing and midwifery fraternity that the meeting with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, scheduled for today, 26th June 2025, has been unilaterally rescheduled to 10th July 2025 per a letter received from the Parliamentary Services yesterday, 25th June 2025. The reason given was that this decision, and I quote, this decision follows the unavailability of some key stakeholders who are currently unavoidably outside the jurisdiction. Due to this development, the National Council of the Association at its meeting held on 25th June 2025 deliberated extensively on the content of the letter and wishes to state as follows. 1. The strike was suspended in good faith, and we expect nothing less than a reciprocity of same. The rescheduling of the meeting, in our view, is in bad faith, since it may further delay the implementation of the agreed items. We have, however, decided to give the committee the benefit of hindsight and still trust that their engagement with the Ministries of Health and Finance will be productive. Number 2, we demand the implementation of the 4 agreed items not later than July 2025. This is non-negotiable, and we shall advise ourselves if any attempt is made to further delay the implementation. 3, with the other items, we wish to reiterate our position that we are amenable to their implementation no later than January 2026. 4, we demand that these timelines are clearly captured and signed off at the 10th July 2025 meeting to avoid any ambiguity in the implementation schedule. 5, we wish to express our sincerest appreciation to the nursing and midwifery fraternity for the deep sense of solidarity during this whole period of fighting for what is rightfully ours. To the press, we thank you sincerely for carrying our voices to the good people of Ghana. Number 6, we call on our dear nurses and midwives to remain steadfast and wait for updates and necessary actions that the National Council may deem necessary.
Abeto dwase bambo honsem ayebisi basa ewo eye sunyane eko atroni kwantempon no eso wenam so ama eye bono mantem so afo ene abambo ejuma yekwa womo ewo bono mantem aka won hwabomu ayer eye bambo honsem ho ewo eye sunyane eko atroni kwantempon no eso no nam so ama enrada bono mantem so afo no nyamfo Joseph Adai Akwabo wo konsra hye ewo kwan so ko hye said ya bambo honsem no esifa ete na nra enwumre beye nondu baako na wo konsra hye. Ebeto dwase bambo honsem ayeboachi bidin ewo bonomantem no emotitiru sunyane eko atroni kwantempon no eso wenam so ama enrada bonomantem so afo nyamfo Joseph Adey Akwaboa ekonsrahye ewo sa kwantempon no so ekohye said ya bambo no musem esifa etie esanse bonomantem so afo ene abambofo ko a womo ewo bonomantem no mo no abo homoden ayire bambo mu ewo sunyane eko atroni kwantempon no eso na woni TV yamani boni ekasa ye ede nsem sei atudwa
anra ye bae no na sadu we no me ye as audit na me pese me behwe se ade na anra decision na take ye se ade police for ne soldier for eba kwan so no eye no prese se ye ni ho a ya omo wo ho nti eno ana ma ya toto maduro ha na jo be 11 yo nti medimania be hu na ma hu sense se ya ye no ni nyina ye aduma pepepe mu nyina mo hu bi checkpoints ya ye wo kwan so nyina wo ho na patrol team no so wo kwan so me ba won se manfa police ni bia ni machi obi ani se me ba kwan so se na mo kura mu ni ba bia ye ko nti ye nyina ya be hu nti wei ma me hye ye ma me ne ye papa mo fa kwan we so se the free na ekọ no ombetima fa kwan so tambi omope an roba bia ntimi nsi kwan we so bio na nsese ya ye de agu ono so mehwe se ye be foro no nyina pepepe osi se kwan so bejo kra nti won se me kwa police ne di manchi nti e wo se me make sure se ye ma me ne ye papa mo timamufo a omo kwa police ni omo achi no anajo omo nso betima fa kwan so aba sunai abra an roba bia ntimi nyina kwan we so bio ye bohye na medema se so far as I remain in office say regional minister no sa kwan we so no ma declare no an roba free an roba bia ntimi nsi so bio say ye awia anasa anajo na ye behwe so sekwan no so be din madam wase
Anyume no siaka siebo na we ndugu so a wo share e wo CTV Ghana's #1 so no follow yen e wo Facebook ne so at my CTVG it will like ya na we pia share ne so e da ma wo bi na ono so enye bi ahwe ento asem no so na yenko yenimo e wo ensem fufuro mu na yenko Asante Mantem no emu eye Manso Adubia na Ashanti Regional Police Commando e de atodwa e kire se wo mo e de operations no ku bi ahye so e wo Manso Adubia honom nam so ama wache omanfo du enum ya wotu for magudie ebiewei eye galamsey operation no ekoso no womo a wotu galamsey makomako edunum na yakasei no aposifo aso womo epechi na suspect yi womo eye Tahiru Ibrahim ya wedi emfie edunu 24 years Shaibu Jusu emfie edunu miensa 23 years Boatin Emmanuel 27 years Jamon Kweku Samuel 21 years Yaro Patrick 29 years Kofi Boache 21 years Matthew 45 years Fatao Zakari Seidu 26 years Abdul Malik Seidu 22 Dauda Tahiru 23 Samson Grace 21 Frida 24 Arima Hega 26 Kwatin Vasco 30 Kwame Educhum 24 Enwetre no wasanso eje excavator control boards mienu sanso ena woji etuo ya we no eye automatic pump action guns mienu enwetre no wasanso eje eye muscular 12 firearms enoso woji mienu enya no kwa wasanso eje BB cartridges mako edunum enkono 59 ena AA cartridges sonso woji baako enwetre wasanso SCZ water pumping machines ya enoso eye mienu power generators mienu organizing machines enoso no woji baako sanso ena Absonic motorbike anase fidie etitafo ibi no no eye Absonic for one brand enoso woji baako yakasei no nipa dudum yi aposifo aso wo pechi ya wotu for magudie ibi no wada so ewo aposifo akachi ya yeye wo nsem ne mu enhwehwemu Yentwa ensem no so na yenko emfinfini mantem no emu na emfinfini mantem so afo onimonyamfo ekopenin eduamwa ochre na wakasa yi na nsɛm tenten ene ne tewe nyina ene sɛ ne so ade hunu baako ene sɛ obɛhwɛ sɛ mfimfini mantemo ɛbɛyɛ biaye bia sɛ yɛ ka dwadie ene sikasempa de hɔ ene bɛyɛ ne dosopu
Wabra woni munyamfo eko penin eduamwa awchiri NCTV yamani boni na natewia ekasa ye no na wodi tu dwa se wone eye stakeholders anase sectors ahodo ebeka bomo aboa hwose akwansra honsem ebekɔ yie ewo mfimfini mantem wɔkyira ade se business ideas dodo na wo mantem no emu na ansa na ebeye dwuma na edisika abre mantem no a ehu behia se stakeholders ahodo ebetena se aka wo ho abomo to adwene ne no ene ye kwan a obetimi afaso ama business ideas ahodo no etumi abemu wɔkyira wɔhwɛ natural resources anase oboade ne pa ahodo a ewo mfimfini mantem no emu a na kyerese edwuma anase business ahodo na dodo na ewo mfimfini mantem no emu.
Part of what we want to do is to showcase what we have in the region. For others to know that we have a lot in Central Region in terms of investment and in terms of all that they want to do for us to improve our economic activities in the Central Region. We normally talk about Central Region as being a region where you can have a lot of tourist attractions, a region where we can do farming, fishing, and what have you. We've not harnessed that opportunity enough, and we think that until we're able to tell our story to the world, we'll not be able to get the full potential of what the advantage that we have over these natural resources. And so Central Expo 2025 is going to be different in the sense that having learned from the previous expos, we think that we have been able to correct some mistakes, and we have expanded our strength in a way that will provide security, will provide a better forum, will make it more enjoyable for others to come and then exhibit, and then also have advantage to interact with producers of some local products, and those who are interested in investing in some of the local industries here will have the opportunity to interact with it. I just had a chat with the managing director of general manager of Kantanka Automobile, and we had a lot of positive talks. I believe that if you come from wherever, you come and have an engagement with Kantanka, and I expressed my interest in giving them my proposal as a regional minister. We want to see simple tools, simple tools that will help our farmers. Like we should have a cassava peeler, we should have the rice miller, we should be able to have a simple machine that will help us to harvest and even cultivate our rice. And so it's an opportunity for all those who have good ideas to come for us to put it together, combine our strength and let Central Region grow economically.
Yenko ewutu Senya West empesto andese hono mwe na ewutu Senya West mrahye bedweni ya wosanso eya woswafa bedechire a wohwe enwuma ene adansie SMS ene wonnyamfo Gazilla agutwitete na yade se wetwa homam ede ama 3 unit kindergarten classroom block bia wesi ede ama Zagaria Kope MA Basic School.
Ewutu Senya West mrahye bedweni ya wosanso eya woswafa bedechire ya wohwe enwuma ene adansie SMS wonnyamfo Gazilla agutwitete ekasan wadi tudwa se empempi no eya na adesuafo no edoso dodo ewo edan ba emu ne se hunti ena wakosi eye 3 unit KG bloggy ede ama adesuafo ise beye na enwumesua honsem ebefa ne ntemapa efra na womonso etumi esua de no ewo asomdwe ekwanso
akai kopa no economic political area no political electoral areas in Autu Senya West, but administratively school no Autu Senya East. But they call community engagement. That's how much I can say. I also have to, if I can, I also have to see how much me I support it and I make me abwa and salvage the situation. Inti I had mistress no approaching me said, and call no caging congestion. Ewaha. Inti community me no matter structure. Be me trying na. I say, Madam, this one there, into there. Mama time can I lobby na mention ya meeting aye. Luckily, near what almost done, but almost starting with CSR, almost on basic KG blocks. So it was like a good collaboration. Yedeba has saying. I won't say there were so many other needs in other areas, but it says starting free baby and a medical baby. And see, many the association say, must start with. You see, I'm not buying Abba Power. I mean, I'm a second term. KG, training across all the basic schools for KG, for basic, any SS, all the teachers. I know I'm a mayor, and yet I'm a consultant on my way. When you cry in your GS, so that we get in our dream about back. Even school we cram more east, but teachers on back home because in Kolana go school we break free. So yes, I deny you training now. You say to start education interventions from KG level. Now you have a strong foundation with education. And for that, in about 5 years' time, you will results.
Wakasa we public relations officer for education wo Ewutu Senior East Ora Emmanuel K Sabri Alpha and so Eden Sem say etwaso.
We be politically under Ewutu Senior West na administratively ne there under Ewutu Senior East. Yes, na the problem I want to kase in Kolado do a mo shan yase a ye mo montete na said the medin kan no ye won kola over 100,000 even at the basic level ye mo montete omo kase na wo Ankara school now so no kakra na omo wo aban school no that is over 35% no omo wo aban school na numpo no say ye hwe ya ho odin a entumi so mu nuamu and it's in an amsuma yaye bibi say your friend is shape system nkwala no else bi mu eba napa omopon anabi so abasoso ewia na ni niampo no yaye ne san kra no so no utumi hu say still classrooms no abo apiso into no ye hwemu a na kade de bestra ni say aban Monfa Ewutu Senior as one of the districts, just one of the districts. A woman yakosi adan media mom. You make a conscious effort. Yen shut down for your nisi from say ye de muas from kon air kwama Ewutu Senior East. Na emma boasan ko banesa mbibi baba. Classrooms na abo apiso. Yen to me san chen kwala ne mu bio. Nti de baba ne say we de akwala ne ba ye beka say fani ko bebi fufo. Nti se ko ba ne say na say ya dia awofo no ahode obotu ne kwala na ko private school a afeni de o how kese na ebebre ye nia ntane ne ye hwe nim say aban ni ankranko mu ekebia wom NGOs and even foreign partners omo embra emaboa wumusua e wo Ewutu Senior East to the local government. The Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay. Ebusiafo yentoa ensem no so na yenko enimo ewo ensem foforo emu na yenko amanase ye no ewo ayensu anomensin mo epoye mantem na adehia womo ewo amanase eyekuafo na womo ebo amane ese womo bridge a ewo amanase ya womo efaso edeko nkura hodo atwa wo ho ehia na chese bridge nso ato ama edwiri egu ne center adesrade e na wode to empedifo enimo se empenifo enko womo emoa Amaneboye chiremu a enrada ena bridge a wofaso edifri aboabo eko amanase kuro ni mu no edwiri eguye wo kire se wo bibia eho anka de danso esane se enope ene bridge a wotimi efaso edeko amanase kuro ni mu nginu ama eha wo mudwumadie pa na mensiri krache ema ayensua no mensi monyamfo Joshua ya Frederick Lati ene CTV ya Maniboni Kofi Michelle ekasa ye edinsem sei atudwa
The agency say Amanase. Amanase electoral areas. There were Amanase North and South. Sansui, Ena, which make us say a share boundary between the North and South. Now, Oko North now. Nipa free ho eya aboabo my name ene Kofobia about no so enya connect e fast and so na baby agency say so aye gina ni mo friend no obesua ewo ayesu anu that day no ye de to obesua area council na ye hu no say gwata enye gwata ayensu mu na endra enumre na yenya ntiese asoje nchembi esiwa efa bridge a collapse na za ebuagum nti amanfo enko emba edwedifo enko mba adabafo enko mba because the road users no
ama ebi mu akechire nti ene jeda ebekọ so ana jedi ebekọ so wa manase no yetimi hu no se na ye hu no ebesre anopa ma ba be hia ye nananom ahemfo ye assembly members and party for NDC amayokuo for ene ye nuanom mabun okada riders na driver for abeka ye hu ewo ha obia sem se ekwan and as a bridge here we ye ni so ade hu aye yakoma so ade nti I was say yetimi effects bridge say be ya dwumadi abebo so say eno ena link eko amanase dwam ene amanase kuo etimi akonati ye etimi aida
Secretary Assemblyman ene NADMO Director Emma Ayensua no mensi no e de adesrede eto empanifo ani mo se de bridge na ye no eno pe ene kwan a adehye etumi efa so ne sente ne manimu ya no empanifo enhwe na wonsiesie emfa ema wom
na wo muni se da ye 1.5 to 2 years in the we say regional problem about am I can picture report to the Paul region the national so government to see and I we have to and okay as a report to am a region national one shall was in for na plan so eba so am so ma be hwe na nadum so hu ya obeye e di aboa na mo ye sese mpanifo ma ye ye besre ye nuanom ene ye manom se wo be hwe se obi antumi mfa hanya kwan emfa so na nsan kofa sen foforo mba nwa manya asen so sa afi nso beto kasi bebre pa ntino ya sese obi biara mbo ne ho ban nwa wo ban nso no ho ene nyama wo a wo dan so wo nse chance bi e wo ba bia one boss ye no bombori ase obetoto sa akwa ne ye se na be ya enkofa atuye nchem bi amba wo be nso hu a wo hu se na wo be onyama fa wo ko afuo mu so na se nso na mura na wo twa nso bi ansa na wakwa e be sro se wo be hu se nso na mura na wa bantem se na be nso no e meyiru e wo kwan so
Ebusiafo yensan echibiom na yenko Kumasi ye no ewo Asante mantem no emu na Kumasi Central Market NDC Traders Association e de adesrede etu mampeni John Dramani Mahama ni mo se kajetia Central Market no na chese aka phase 2 bia wo hwe ni mo se enimanimu ya na ban no ebeba abesiesie ede ama wo mo na otitinani ema ekoyi e Timothy Kojo wono e na wone nsɛmtwerɛfo ekasai
Kumasi Central Market NDC Traders Association yewo Asante Mantemo womo titinani anase chairman Timothy Kojo Ayiglo Sola efasa kwenya no so eba mampene John Dramani Mahama baso se wo ba ye nche na nso wa hyase ya Kumasi kejeti edwa no wa hyase ya phase 2 no wode ehyehyɛ so owura Sola ehre hia ene emfasode a edwai ebetumi ede abre adehia womo etonwade ewo kejeti ya edwanim
ede ya etwamu ne na wotwe so ana omampanyini emaame green letter semla me yes adwumadi nti bibia na asi nra e ka kire wo se na omunni obi o be complain ama no enne maba e free e kire kon bibia be ti na ka kire wo ne se achi aso emu ese ka se ebu bia omo de hye omo anua omo ba ena me regional political coordinator omo mla no fo masem metumanim yenim se mesiesie na ma hyehye ama ne matimi akoso yere ma omo party executive ena ye co-opposition 2000 me party executive ena ye ba power 2009 me party executive ena lose power 2016 me party executive ena ya ba power 2024 minimum kwan ye fa so ema ye lose power so party for abambu a editusa so we brew ye make kire obi an se omunya arehemu na ombesere omunsuda
Enwechiri Alhassan ya oye presidential staffer ene Ashanti regional organizer Emma NDC amanyoko no ahye NDC amanyoko ne manyina ya wotwense mampeni ebebo mudin na wode dibrebi ahye womonsa no se wonya botre esanse mampeni John Dramani Mahama edasoa ebubodi ya
wonya ya dom bibie ekoso because all say yewura JDM ono obi a ohyebo a omuso nti oba power yi wa hyeda komanhia akọ province otufo say to say obo complete project for cars and ntiama yeso no ye de adwene di akire de ani akọhwa ma yehu say mpuntuo bebre aba enche bibia be kama ama adwadifo a wo street so street mu nyina nya ba bia atena nti mu busa mpuntuo bebre aba oh so far there wa my say by 2 years time there no awie by JM so the osia oyo oka oyo ntinu e ogidi onum go hwe the progress of the work now put you say enuru ho no awie one prayer o man panyi me sese eye Kumasi Central Market said the oka ya no gusu ye the best sese ubeye akosi record time oka ya usu ogidi se obeye because who promise here 120 days what should be what do so
Ebusa for de do so no dwedie ene sikasem kasebo yanti ensimwem na Energy Commission enamemoa ya free German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development eswo abeto dwa se womo inaugurate solar powered electric vehicle charging station ewo mayimu. Energy Commission apa solar powered electric vehicle charging station ehontoma ewo nkrampumpune mantem hasei womo headquarters na Minister for Energy and Green Transition onomonyam for John Abdullah Jinapo ekasa ewo dwumade na se hetwene ne so edetire German aban se abribiano utumi eso wo my Ghana asene.
It's indeed an honor and a privilege today to be here to launch the EV solar charging station here at the premises of the Energy Commission. Indeed, today marks a significant step forward in Ghana's commitment to sustainable energy development and clean mobility. All along, I've always known that you use electricity from the grid to charge your vehicle. But now we are taking it a step further, where you will use solar to charge your vehicle. And for me, that is very, very important. It means that we are completely pursuing renewable energies. And when you use the grid, sometimes the power could come from fossil-based fuel plants and other sources. And so even though you are not burning petroleum products directly, you are indirectly burning petroleum products because as you charge the vehicle using the national grid, we consume a lot of liquid fuels, a lot of gas, and other alternate fuels. But when you charge using solar, it means that it's all green. And for me, there's a cost benefit. What I see is that you don't need battery stations because you charge during daytime and you use the vehicle throughout.
Yenko wekasiye bono ewa nkrofo kro ene nkrofo amai eso na United Nations Secretary General Antonio Ebokoko ese nanse entemo no sede wokun emma manhomno so ewa wiase no mpanifo amfom nan ensi fom anye bibi amfa ho ebetumi ahadwene pa.
President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. 20 years ago, leaders gathered at the 2005 World Summit and committed to protect populations from genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity. In doing so, they recognized that sovereignty carries not only rights but responsibilities. First and foremost, the duty of each state to protect its own people. They underlined the duty of the international community to support states in this effort, and they highlighted the need for collective, timely and decisive action in line with the UN Charter when national authorities manifestly fail to do so. Today, we mark the 20th anniversary of the responsibility to protect at a time of profound global turbulence. We are witnessing the highest number of armed conflicts since the end of the Second World War. And these are marked by rising identity-based violence, widespread violations of international humanitarian law and human rights law, and deepening impunity. Conflicts are becoming more protected, more complex and interconnected. Emerging threats, such as the weaponization of new technologies and the proliferation of advanced weaponry, require a constant adaptation of our efforts to prevent the commission of atrocity crimes and to protect populations. In addition, to
Ebusia for Cassia Bono AC, Manya Nwekin, enemy Dimadase, Amamu Enisha, Yedinkra.